Would you please look at this thumbnail and tell me the difference? Exactly. There is no difference. These thumbnails are hurting your brand more than they are going to help you. And I would prove this to you. And at the end of this video, I am going to show you why you should be using Mark Tilbury's style of thumbnails. Not even style of thumbnail, actually strategy of thumbnails instead of this style of thumbnails, which is synonymous to Iman Gadzhi. But firstly, I would give you the reason why this is going to start hurting. This is going to hurt your brand more than it is going to do it justice. Firstly, as we all know, this type of thumbnail is synonymous to only one person on YouTube, Iman Gadzhi, meaning that this is an Iman Gadzhi personal brand type of thumbnail. So if you are using it as a business owner in 2025, it signifies three things. Number one, you don't have a strong personal brand yourself, because if you could be using another person's style of thumbnail, another person's personal brand style of thumbnail, then your personal brand is not strong enough. Secondly, if you use this style of thumbnails, people are expecting something, one thing, an Iman Gadzhi style video. And if you can't match that level of depth, editing, and value, then your videos are going to start underperforming because people are going to click away. And then YouTube is going to start suppressing your videos simply because you could not meet the expectations of whoever clicked the video. And thirdly, this is the most important part. Everyone is going to see you as an Iman Gadzhi copycat. And nothing hurts sales more than perception. Once you are seen as a copycat, as someone that is exploiting another personal brand's elements, then you are hurting your brand even more than you realize it. But then you are going to think, then why should we use Mark Tilbury's style of thumbnails if it's also synonymous to his personal brand, and using another personal brand's thumbnail is going to hurt my brand? Well, I'm going to answer that question in a moment. But firstly, I would like to show you one very important detail. This is Iman Gadzhi's most recent videos. Can you see any Iman Gadzhi style thumbnails? No, you can't. The only one that is pretty similar to the Iman Gadzhi style thumbnail is this. This is because he has changed his thumbnails over the past few months. He has been changing his thumbnails simply because of this type of people. And the reason Iman Gadzhi has been changing his thumbnails is for this type of people to not be able to keep up. Firstly, because a lot of these people would not be able to afford to keep changing their thumbnails. Secondly, these people are hurting Iman Gadzhi's personal brand because using this style of thumbnail and then creating whack content or content that is not that valuable, they would have associated this thumbnail, because humans are very quick to judge, and we see this in YouTube mostly in the thumbnail aspect. So once these overused thumbnails are creating content that don't have a lot of value, the people that are watching this content are going to associate this thumbnail subconsciously to a copycat style thumbnail and a thumbnail that doesn't work. And now you might be thinking, why not just steal this style too? But exactly, that's the trap. If you steal this Iman Gadzhi style of thumbnail, it's not going to work for you. You might be, and now what's on your mind is it's working for him. Well, you are not Iman Gadzhi, and Iman Gadzhi has built one of the strongest personal brand in the world. Everyone knows his face. Everyone knows him. No one knows you. So if you are using this style of thumbnails that does not give your audience the depth of the video that they are going to be expecting from you, it's not going to work. And even though these thumbnails look like a random image, they are highly, because I got in contact with the thumbnail designer of Iman Gadzhi, and they are highly edited. Some of these thumbnails have more layers than actually edited thumbnails. They are highly optimized and strategized. It's a no-go area for someone that is not well known and has built a very strong personal brand. And that brings us to where we are going to, why you should steal Mark Tilbury's style of thumbnails instead. Before I answer that question, I want you to take a good look at this. Here is some of his latest thumbnails. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you notice anything in this thumbnail? Well, if you don't, let me show you. All of these thumbnails are not a particular style. They don't follow a particular specific style. And I'm going to show you exactly why Mark Tilbury doesn't just use one specific style in this video, in this particular video, and how you can still this strategy, copy him, and get more views. Here is what happens after some of his thumbnails were changed. A lot of these videos were revived after the thumbnail change. And as you can see here, they all have something in common. If you look at these thumbnails well, they follow a particular style. And you might be thinking, why didn't he just abuse it? That's the thing about YouTube thumbnails that no one is going to tell you. Thumbnails are not to be abused. After you find a working framework, you create a new framework, because once your audience are seeing the same thing over and over and over again, they just think that it's the same message. There's something called audience fatigue, and your thumbnail is the greatest indicator of your audience fatigue. Once they are seeing the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm going to prove it to you. Once they are seeing the same thing over and over again, they are not going to click your videos anymore. Mark wanted to exploit it, and this was what happened. As you can see here, they tried the style of thumbnail again, it didn't work. Tried it again, it didn't work. And then tried a new style, and boom. As you can see here, the video took off when the style was tried again. And a more in-depth this is a more in-depth analysis. One of the video's thumbnail was then changed again, and when this style took off, one of the thumbnail was changed to that style again. And as you can see here, boom, took off. What I'm trying to show like now is that if you find a way style, you don't abuse. You use it, you stop, you look for another framework, then you use it again until you find another working framework, and then you keep innovating and improving, and you make your viewers feel like this is something new, this is something unique, this is something different. That's only way you are consistently get clicks. And using this same framework, we've been able to get consistent outliers. Like for example, for the co-founder of Cluely, which we got an outlier of 2.2x on our first time of using this exact framework, we doubled the amount of sign up on Cluely. And for this boxing creator, Yasin Ramsey, one of my clients, we've gotten 13.8x the first time we used this same framework. And we've been getting a lot of consistent outliers since then, 27x, 18x, etc. This is just to show you that this framework works. It brings, you would get more views, and most importantly, views from the right people, clicks from the right people, and more views from the right audience means automatically more people interested in your offer, which means more cash. You know what I'm saying? So if you want me to undo your packaging strategy for your video, then there's a link in the bio. Just click it, book a call with me, or send me a DM on X, and I'll give you a free channel audit, and I would analyze your channel to see if you are doing anything wrong, and if I could help your channel and help your business. And if you want to get more tips, updates, and breakdowns on how I've been able to get my clients consistent outliers through their packaging, through their videos packaging, then sign up for my newsletter. Link would be in the description. Honestly, this is stuff that no one else on YouTube teaches. So I'm going to see you there. Cheers.